ladies and gentlemen, start this episode at the Veggie Bake. We want to ask, please hit that subscribe button if you're listening on YouTube. It helps us help you enjoy yourself. How you doing, Ed?
Yeah, not doing too bad, buddy.
We're down the Froomes today. He should be back for the special episode we've got Sunday.
Happening on Sunday. A little bit of a Sunday roast edition.
A little bit of a fucking Sunday special now.
Hey.
You can never go wrong with a Sunday special.
No, can't go wrong.
It's honestly scientifically proven that a Sunday special is the most elite thing ever.
100%. Cannot go wrong.
So we're going to tell the people who we got on, or we're just going to fucking leave it in the fucking...
No, we'll just leave it as a bit of a sizzle. But it's a bit, we'll just say it's an episode a bit closer to home.
Super close.
Yeah.
You
could say it lived there.
Not this coming Monday. The following Monday, we have fucking good friend of the podcast, Blackjack, on.
We do.
I can say Blackjack because he's black and his name's Jack.
Yeah.
That's his name.
And that's actually his name.
So, yeah.
BLKJAK.
So, BLQ, JAK.
BLQ, that one, yeah.
On Twitch. Go fucking support me. He's a variety streamer. It's going to be a dope episode because he's just a fucking wicked dude as well.
So who knows what we'll get down to talking about.
Yeah, I'm super excited for that one. Got 2 hypotheticals for you, Ned.
As always.
2 of them. Number 1. What do you reckon? This is a 5-part question.
A fucking what?
No. It'll make sense in a second.
Okay.
The worst place to have a one-on-one street fight.
All right.
A. The sinking Titanic. B. The back of a moving truck.
None of these are streets.
Ned. Option C. The falling Twin Towers. Option D, Ned.
Huh?
On a table in a completely packed, real fancy restaurant. You can't get off the table. Got to be on the table the whole fight. Option E, Neddy. A wedding you just weren't invited to. What do you think would be the worst place to have a street fight? One-on-one.
That's a really loaded question.
It is. Well, it was just like, I just had that as a normal question, but I'm like, it's too open-ended. We need to.
What was the second one again?
The back of a moving truck. So, like, you know how you see, like,
The
jackass?
Titanic. The worst place to have a street fight. And I'll tell you why.
Hit me.
And there's only a stipulation in it if you win.
Hit me.
If you win a street fight on the Titanic, you still drown in icy cold water afterwards.
Maybe. Rose got out.
Yeah.
What, you win a street fight and you're just going to let her have the door?
My fighting Rose.
You got it?
1-on-1 for the last spot
If
on
you
the
got
boat.
it, like, if you've just killed a man, you've just killed him to get off that fucking boat.
Smash cut to me on the door, watching Leo sink into the depths.
Yeah, and Rose is next to him. You're like, get the fuck off. Get the fuck out of
My
here.
door.
We talk about that for like just a second. They could have both fit on that. Easily, right?
That's a big enough door. 100%.
It's fucking a little selfish, I think, of Rose.
Where'd the door
bit.
even come from?
I don't know, the boat. Somewhere, I guess.
I just don't have many
Shit everywhere.
doors.
Boats, yeah, they do. Bedrooms and shit. You sleep on them.
Sleep on the doors.
Yeah, isn't that where you sleep in a fucking hotel room? I just hitch myself up to the door. The fuck
yourself
off
on the back of the
Are you
put a code right, so I'm going to back.
the comfiest way to sleep, bro? Stretches your back out. Scientific.
Yeah, so I would say that the sinking Titanic.
I mean, my option would 100% be the falling Twin Towers.
Why is that?
Like, how the fuck are you fighting? And there's a fucking plane fucking crashing into your fucking tower and you're like trying to crumble and not fall all them fucking feet and to die, but you still gotta fucking fight this motherfucker.
Well, that's why I kind of negated that because I figured, like, you're in a falling building. Like,
The fight's just non-existent.
the fight's just non-existent.
It's true. I'm gonna go back of a moving truck, I reckon, then. That's just a fucked up fight to have. You see them people driving around, they can't even fucking sit at a table and have a meal. They just get fucking slammed into the sides and shit. So it's like, you're still going to be able to get a hold of the guy.
Yeah, that's true.
but like it's just a rough fight to actually have.
I feel like the quickest is probably the on top of a table at a fancy restaurant because someone's going to get the upper hand real quickly.
But you can just kick someone off the table, yeah, and then
Yeah. Just this is Sparta them right into somebody's fucking,
right into someone's fucking meatballs.
right into someone's filet mignon. Just fucking
Get out of here, you fuck.
get in there.
I mean,
So, what's the second question then?
Are you ready for the second question?
I wasn't ready for the first one.
Well, the second question leads us into our first topic.
Was anybody ready for the first one?
I mean, Ryan hit us with that question.
Was
so I
that
feel
his?
like he was ready for it.
Shout out to Ryan then.
Shout out to Ryan. He'll be coming on the pod.
Did he come up with all the options as well?
No. I came up with some. Meg came up with one. Ryan came up with one.
Okay.
Meg's getting tattooed, so she just helped with the option.
True.
My second hypothetical leads us into our first topic. You ready?
No. Hit me.
Okay. So, you know that Greta person?
Greta Thunberg, yeah.
She's the one. How many of her consecutively do you think you could beat the shit out of? Like they're just one at a time. Like you get
Well, I think she's like
maybe
nearly,
one coming at you every 2
I think
seconds.
she's like 16 now.
So yeah, it makes it even better.
At
Like
least
in reality.
At least 4.
4? Fuck me, I was thinking like 20. So I'm gonna kick the first one. Like I'm gonna front kick the first one right in the throat. Like if they were just like little, what's that thing in Rick and Morty? You hit the button, Mr. Meese.
It's
It's like them, bro. If someone's just there at the end of the fucking thing, just hitting a button, and every time they hit a button, Greta comes out at you.
I was thinking more of a Terminator style scenario
I've never seen a Terminator.
with like the robot apocalypse with the fucking just endless waves of robots just coming at you kind of thing.
Okay. Oh, so there's like a bunch coming at you.
Yeah. Well, that was the scenario you presented.
Yeah, okay, we'll go with that one. I still reckon 10. You gotta hit double digits. She looks fragile, bro.
I'll go in consecutive 7.
What's that dude out of the middle? You know the show? It's like the little dude that like he's got some disease, I'm not too sure. His name's like Brick.
Yes.
Okay. Does she have that to like a smaller extent?
I think so.
That's fucked up. I can't believe you're gonna beat the shit out of the fucking 4 people with that shit. That's fucked up, Ned.
What just happened?
I don't know.
Your SWAT team gonna fucking bust in the door?
Well, speaking of SWAT teams, Nadia, Greta gets arrested for being a weird cunt. I don't know why she got arrested. I was hoping you might have heard that she got arrested.
She got arrested?
Something like, do you know how she does that weird
Activist stuff.
Yeah, she got arrested for that, essentially.
No, I had no idea.
Okay, yeah, she got arrested for that and made some weird speech about it. Yeah, I just thought the hypothetical was fun to talk about. I don't really care about her getting arrested. Like, I think her as like a whole is a joke, and I feel like more comedians need to go after her.
Yeah, probably.
It's what the world wants to see, bro.
I don't know. I just wish people like that would stop speaking. And getting platforms, really. Just loud, irritating people just telling everyone what to fucking do.
I hate that bitch's voice, hey.
Yeah.
That's why I feel like I'd have to go for at least 10. Just out of pure spite and because I don't like her. Like I'm not gonna go into I'm not going into it half-assed. Like I'm like, okay, this is the thing.
So was that our first point then?
Yeah, I just like the hypothetical more. I don't really care that she got fucked up.
It is funny that she got arrested though. After all the fucking, after all the shit that happened with Tate. And not to say that it's like, oh, look, serves her right kind of thing, but it's just, funny that she got all the fucking, praise and then was smarmy on Twitter after it and then just goes and puts herself in a situation where she gets arrested.
Yeah, it's
why would you do that?
So dumb. Speaking of Tate though, brings us to our second point, Ned.
Okay.
They had to stay in jail for the 30 days.
Yeah.
Someone's running Andrew Tate's Twitter.
Yeah.
And they posted today that I'm getting visitation rights. 5 people got to come. He's chosen 4 family members, and his 5th person that he chose was Adin Ross.
Interesting.
Which is brings me to after we talk about that, I'm not too sure who Tristan has asked for. I'm guessing probably just they're like real close, so it's probably the same family coming.
Yeah, you would assume.
And then it'd like he'd probably got someone else coming because I know he's real close with that Sneeko fella.
I don't know who that is.
He's just like another dude. He got like he's like banned off shit and for like spreading their message.
Okay.
But yeah, it's like it'd be interesting to see who.
Wait, is he like a not a black guy, like a
He's darker.
dark, bald.
He's got like a crew cut type thing.
Yeah, like kind of like mine. Yeah.
He's an intelligent dude. The shit he speaks about, like you hear him speak, he's like pretty much just like
I think I do know who you're talking about. Yeah.
he's like like one of the Tate guys that just spreads his message. He's a smart dude.
He's complete like that Adin Ross dude has like completely fucking changed his life. Hey,
that's what I wanted to talk about next. It's next in my topics. It'll be interesting to see what happens with Adin Ross going over there. I feel like it's just like Tate knows that's the best way to like get his message across.
100%.
Because Adin Ross is like, yeah, we'll go into it. He's just turned into middle G, maybe. I don't know.
Did he get banned from Twitch?
Yeah, 30-day
Why?
ban. No idea. They're just like, yeah, he would have violated something small, and because he's like promoting Tate so much, they would just know.
Oh, 100%.
He's friends with like Sneeko, who's offered as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. It brings me into like a topic of like we can talk about Adin Ross, but we can also talk about like is the Matrix becoming a little bit too obvious? Like you just see so much shit. Like I've been starting to look into it more because it's stupid to be like talking about this shit as much as we do and not have some type of insight into it.
Yeah.
But it's like, yeah, is it just getting too obvious now? Like just too many people are like starting to kind of open their eyes to it.
In what way?
Like all these fuckers like starting to wake up and get all this fucking huge following behind them, and then start getting shut out of shit the same way. Like, because if all these people keep on the same path that Tate went on, because they're all getting fucking like, look how popular Adin Ross is at the moment.
But are you saying that it, like, okay, all right, yes, but this has happened since the dawn of time.
Yeah.
Since humans were a civilization, people have disappeared for saying shit that was out of order. I guarantee you, like in like the fucking Stone Age, when there was
Okay.
We're going back further, like literally when there was like tribes of like 50 fucking people existing, kind of thing. Like somebody would get up on a fucking rock and say some fucking shit, and somebody would make him disappear. Well, I mean, probably not back in those days. They probably like talk to him and counsel him and like tell him that he's fucking.
Well, back in the cave days.
I don't know. Who knows?
In the cave days, he's fucking that dude up with a rock. It's the best. I wish we lived in the cave days, except with the internet. It'd be fucking hectic. Could you imagine just fucking FaceTime in a fucking cave fight? Get the fuck off us. Bro, they would have been the best times, second best times. But I get what you mean. Like,
oh, I can imagine as Dana White as like a Neanderthal. Like just the big brow, just like,
oh goddamn.
It's got subtitles. Didn't mean to hit my wife.
I don't know. There's just like a lot of.
Dana. Anyway, my point was that this has always been happening. That like people have been saying things for years and then just disappeared.
Yeah.
But it's the fact that like you said, now these people are able to gain a mass fucking following, like through a bunch of different. Like they just hit the algorithm right, and all of a sudden they just fucking explode. Like there was a period of time there where like literally like every second video on TikTok was just Andrew Tate, and even if it wasn't his face, it was his voice.
Yeah,
in some way or shape. But
it's not the same. Anytime I fucking open anything at the moment, Adin Ross, he's like fucking driving his car to Romania at the moment to go see fucking Andrew Tate. He's the only person that's going to be able to put content out. Is it a way to like? For him, like, do you reckon Tate's like, fuck, I'm going down. Like, there's no way I make it out of this. Make Adin Ross the next Tate.
I don't think it's that deep.
I don't know, man. I think there's like, I feel like he's lined up to everything. I feel like
they can't kill him.
Why?
They can. They can't.
Not while he's in jail.
They physically can. Like, they can just slit his throat.
Yeah, I'm not saying why he's in jail.
Can happen. They can't because it's such a fucking, like, it's such a furor on the internet. Everyone knows that he's in jail. Everyone knows that it's coming to the end. Everyone knows that he's getting...
I I'm saying he's out of jail. Like they've done it so many fucking times, but he's out of jail. He's fucking back to being on podcasts, talking, spreading his message. Right, they're not going to let it fucking go on. Do you reckon he's trying to gain Adin Ross's population? Like it could be a stunt where it's like, all right, Adin coming to visit, being the only person to come visit me in jail, gets he's going to go fucking crazy in the next couple of days, man. Watch the internet over the next couple of days. It's going to be Adin Ross. It's like, to me, like, I swear to God, man, in my head, I'm like, Tate knows he's fucked when he gets out of jail because he said from the get-go, I'm not going to shut up. And he's been right about everything else, and we're getting to the end of the month. And he'll get released, and he's going to go back to talking.
Yeah, exactly. And my point is that he's going to go back to talking. He's going to go back to being on podcasts. He's going to go back to talking about a whole bunch of shit. He's going to be truthful about everything. They can't just put a bullet in his head and make him disappear, because then everyone goes, oh, they did it. The Matrix is real.
Yeah, but they won't. They look at how they like fucking. They don't make it so it's like, oh, just go kill this guy. He'll be driving his Bugatti, man. Some fucking car will pull up next to him, fucking running him off the road at some crazy place.
Well, dude, there's conspiracy theories about fucking everything. Not conspiracy theories. Like Rogan talks about it all the time. The dude that not the dude that killed JFK, the dude that killed the dude that killed JFK.
Yeah.
Jack Ruby.
Yeah. There's like all heaps of weird shit.
Dude, there's like apparently he was like in prison, and the head of the CIA, whatever his name was, came and saw him, left, and he was crazy.
Yeah.
By the time that he left, went in there and dosed him up with acid.
Yeah, but dude, like this shit's been happening for the longest fucking time.
But that's exactly my point. Yeah, it's been happening for the longest fucking time, but now we're at a stage where
everything's
people
so
have this
worldwide.
fucking popularity level where they're being seen by millions and potentially even billions of fucking people. So they can't just make them disappear without people going, well, where the fuck did they go? He said that if he disappears, it's going to be because of this. So he's disappeared. Is it because of this?
It's always in ways that you don't expect. Like, it's come out recently that he's like got cancer. Like, I know that's not like, they can't just like rush that through, but like they'll bring up some illness to do with the cancer. Oh, you fucking shut up dead because of this. Or like literally, man, he'll just be driving, like him and his brother will be cruising in a car, and they'll just get like crash. Be like a high speed crash, like him and his brother were drunk driving. Because they're both, well, he's not a drinker anymore because he went to Islam. So he like just won't drink and shit when he's out.
Yep.
And that anymore. So like obviously he won't be drunk. But it could be like, oh, Tristan was driving drunk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like it's all fucking, I think he's a smart fucking dude, and he's trying to push Adin Ross as far as he can because he knows it's inevitable that he's going to come out of jail. He's going to keep on the path he's on, and it's going to happen. It's not like, oh, they can't do it because like you know, people will just know, but they've just been doing it for fucking as long as I can like research back. Like as far as I can like Google back, like it's been happening.
It's an interesting point. I don't
like Queen Diana, bro.
I reckon it's 100%. Yeah, she's
Princess Diana, but should have been the fucking We should have killed that other fucking old bitch, bro, and like before she was old.
Well, it's because she was so vocal about things. Yeah,
she would have been gangster to have for us, man. Yeah. She would have been the best thing for us to fucking have. But yeah, like there's no way that like they blame it on like, oh, paparazzi like distracted the driver and all this other shit. Like, fuck.
Yeah, man.
Like some full fucking sus shit happened, bro. She went into a tunnel, never made it out of the fucking tunnel. Some fucking bad shit happened in that tunnel, man.
Just like, but my problem is the fact that like we're sitting here, we know that, millions of other people know that. It's not gonna fucking change anything.
No.
Same with JFK. It's gonna be the same with Tate.
I feel like it will be if he comes out of jail and keeps doing
I'm telling you it will be.
That's what in my head I'm like, this motherfucker is getting Adin Ross ready. Adin Ross is gonna be the next Tate.
You legitimately like it's not even a debate. 100%. He will die because, like you said, he won't stop speaking his truth. It will be talked about for a month, and then it will go away. Well, hang on, hold up. This is something that I seen a couple of weeks ago.
I feel like he's been like the most important thing for like young Man.
I need to make this point. All right. When he was arrested, like literally that day or like a couple of days after, there was a massive holding company where like a report came out that they were associated with the whole like Epstein Island thing.
Yeah. I have.
That conveniently came out and wasn't spoken about 3 days after Tate was arrested because the biggest fucking influencer in the world has been arrested in Romania on fucking human trafficking charges.
Yeah. And they're just not talking about, like, you can go,
like,
they have the list of the people that went to that island.
I'm not sitting here saying Tate's innocent. I'm sitting here saying it's pretty fucking convenient that that story came out 3 days later.
What do you...
Regardless of, like, that's what I mean. Like, regardless of his, like legality in the situation or not, he might have done everything, but they might have just waited. They might have known about it for a fucking year. Well, from even, like, the shit that's coming out, like, some of these charges that he's being leveled with are from, like, when he was living back in the UK in, like, 2015, 2016, 2017. Yeah. All of this kind of shit, like, fucking years ago. So,
yeah, before he was who he is now.
Why now?
But, like, a lot of people have come back out. And,
why right this second?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, but they've had, like, they do that all the time. As soon as something needs to be addressed, they bring up some other fake shit so it doesn't have to get addressed. Like, wasn't there some fucking crowd before COVID? There was some world news that just went under the radar because we didn't fucking... There was, like, they had some shit that came up, lasted fucking a month.
I'm pretty sure it was the Epstein shit.
Like,
pretty sure that happened before
Epstein
COVID.
Shit. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
When that all came out and that was all, like, coming to a head, it's like, oh, all of a sudden there's... I'm not saying COVID's fake.
No, I've had COVID. That shit ain't fake. Like, no. I'm... Most of my way leans towards it's probably made in a fucking lab. And
100%. Yeah, like, that shit... Like... I haven't been sick for, or wasn't before I got COVID for legitimately like a decade. Yeah. Hadn't been like, maybe come down with the flu for like 2 days-ish every now and then might have had like a little bit of bad food and vomited kind of thing. Never sick for any extended period of time.
Yeah.
COVID leveled me for a fucking month. That first day I legitimately thought I was going to die. I couldn't even drink water.
Well, I got shitty lungs and it like, done what they said it would attack my lungs.
Yeah.
Shit. So it's like a thing, but like, I don't think it was just like made out like, oh yeah, this person did this to get it. No, I reckon some motherfucker made it in a lab and people needed to get it at that time to quieten other things down. It's just like the way the world always gone. Oh fuck, we got to scare the people for some other topic while we fucking don't talk about what's happening.
Yeah, this episode's not getting monetized.
No.
We're trying to give a fuck.
But like, this would be a good episode for the fucking people to listen to, really.
Oh, 100%.
Let's get our fucking... No, we're a bit riled up, to be honest.
Hey.
I don't know why. But, I don't know.
Well, we could go some interesting directions
Hold up. We're going to go Griff's prediction for 2023, as Adin calls it. He calls it 2020-23. I don't know why. It's the most confusing thing. It frustrates me, but it's just like kind of like a thing now when I think about the year. I say it now.
No. Do you understand why? It's 2020 vision. It's clear. The vision is clear for 2023. 2020, 23.
Motherfucker, bro. He is.
If it's not,
Adin Ross. Did you see his ice bath water?
Come on, fucking get it, you boys.
Did you see his ice bath?
I did.
Yeah, it must be his first one because you can tell when he first got in, he panicked. He's like, but then he did a minute 30.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking gangster.
Yeah, what a G.
It's not easy, man.
I really want to get one of those things. Hey,
you just need fucking ice.
No, you can get like, they're not even that. It's one of those things that like they used to be heaps expensive, but because they've become so popular now, every cunt makes them, so you can get a decent one for a bit of money.
Like the cryo, whatever the fuck they are.
No, it's just an ice bath. You just leave it outside, but it's like plug it in kind of thing, so it's constantly cool.
Freezing,
yeah, that's it. So you just get it in of the morning and that.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, I want to.
I started doing like the last like minute or so of my shower cold as much as I can. Yeah, I try to do it. If I'm just the slightest bit sore and shit, I'll try to do it. Even if it's just like, oh, that's a bit. Interesting point that I heard on, so Dr. Andrew Huberman was on Two Bears, One Cave yesterday with Tom. Was that the one that Tom made some ridiculous joke and they're not going to air it? Yeah. I knew what it was. And it must have been pretty fucked because like Huberman's actually like a pretty cool dude. Yeah, you seem like. He's just like, what? Yeah. He was making a point of if you're doing any like you said, you've been doing like more weights and stuff lately.
Yeah, a
Do you
little
tend
bit.
to shower after you work out?
Yeah.
All right.
Not right after, but like at some stage after I work out. Yeah.
So within a 4-hour period of doing like any weight training,
Yeah.
don't have that cold exposure because
No,
it
I
actually negates like the growth in the muscle kind of thing.
Yeah. I would usually try to do it like, say if because I like the dumbbells I got out there. They're
Yeah.
like decently heavy. I don't know, 8 kilos or some shit. But I've done like a decent like dumbbell workout with them. And like, yeah, just like my shoulders and shit were a bit stiff the next day.
Yeah.
So I just had a mad cold shower like the next morning. And it's
Yeah.
just like reset everything.
Yeah,
maybe?
it's much better to like if you do it the night before, it's much better to do the next, and it's better to do in the morning anyway.
Yeah.
I tend not to do it overnight.
It's good for your brain, man.
It is. It's a reset to your system. I mainly I mainly have it on my head anyway.
Yeah, if I'm real sore in like my legs, like my knees and shit, I'll like kind of stand out of it a bit and just let the cold hit my bottom half.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it fucking helps so much, man. It's ridiculous.
Oh yeah, it definitely makes a difference. So yeah, if you don't have access to an ice bath, which a lot of people fucking don't, and pouring a whole bunch of ice into your bath is a pain in the ass, just have ice cold showers.
It is a pain.
Well, and you don't even have to have
fire.
ice cold showers. It's not like cold exposure isn't fucking. You don't need to stand in a cold shower for fucking 20 minutes, kind of shit. That's just stupid. You're gonna
You can do
give
a
yourself hypothermia. Exactly. I have a warm shower for fucking 5 minutes or whatever, and then just turn the water cold for the last minute and just stand in it.
That's what I essentially do. Or like my bath in there, I'll just fill with cold water and just sit in that for a bit. Like,
Have you noticed
because it's not ice cold? You know,
notice your skin getting better after you've been doing it?
fuck no, I got a pimple right here.
No, but like just your general, like your skin in general, actually, like it's good for your skin because it like tightens it.
Yeah, my like frown marks aren't as obvious.
Yeah, we're old, so
Yeah, I'm fucking 30. Fuck off my
I'm
dick.
about to be 30.
Get off my dick. Recently quit soft drink. Pretty happy with myself.
As I take a sip of Pepsi.
Dude, that might be like fucking hardest shit I've ever tried to give up.
Oh, sugar is like you don't understand. Like you just don't understand how much shit that it's in.
Well, not even just like I'm not trying to completely just give up sugar. Like I'm having sugar in my coffee. If something's got, I'm not going to stress out and be like, that's got sugar and I can't have it.
Yeah,
I'm just not drinking soft drink. And lollies. Like no soft drink, no lollies. That's all I'm cutting out. My fucking body was just like plummeting, man. Like it did not handle it well. But I'm like, I just stayed strong. I don't. When did I stop? I think I'm like 4 or 5 days.
I was doing really well until I started drinking dare again.
I can't
Once
drink
I
that
started
shit. I
drinking
shit my
Dare.
ass everywhere.
I don't know how to exist without iced coffee. I need to learn how to make coffee from the machine at home so that I can make myself some in like a thermos.
And me.
Yeah.
So if I drink dairy, I'm gonna shit my ass.
I think everyone does. It's not good for you. That long life
No.
milk shit.
I don't
It's
think like
terrible.
Mum recently moved on to like A2 milk.
The
Do you reckon-
digestive stuff.
I don't fucking know. I don't drink the shit.
I only ever drink. I just drink unhomogenized milk.
Is that what you used to drink when we worked?
Yeah.
Shut up. We used to work together at a milk place. What would that be? A factory? Milk factory? Yeah, we used to work together. We got sexually harassed by old women.
Yeah. I mean, like women of all shapes and sizes.
Like you fucking all shapes and sizes.
Yeah.
Me. Oscar De La Hoya,
Yeah.
a porn star's come out and said that he was into some freaky shit.
I did see this.
Something
Something about a fucking.
the porn star having to, he liked anal stuff and wearing her dresses around. And
There's numerous photos of Oscar in like tight cocktail dresses in fishnets and like high heels and shit.
Yeah, but I think he liked it as a sexual kink.
Did you see that he got ab implants?
Stop it.
Yeah.
Stop it right now. You're fucking embarrassing not just yourself, but everyone that's ever met you.
And everyone that like.
Imagine the people that got him tattooed on them and shit.
Oh, yeah.
And then it's coming out, he's got ab implants. He looks like a fucking retard.
Mm.
Sorry, I shouldn't say that word. He looks like a joke when he's like standing there shadow boxing. Looks like he can't remember how to fucking throw a decent punch. And some porn star lost a vodka cap in his asshole and had to fish it out. That's what she come out and said.
Jesus Christ.
She put a bottle cap up his asshole and then lost it and had to go get it. All right, but that wasn't even the topic. I didn't even think about that until we just had a quick chat in a break there.
Anyway.
The point I wanted to talk about is Dana White drinking Prime at a press conference recently, like the end of last weekend's fights. At the post presser, he was like drinking Prime. He wouldn't drink anything that he's not sponsored by or going to work with. So, KSI, Logan Paul are going to Australia in the next 2 weeks. UFC 283 is next weekend.
This next weekend?
Pretty sure.
Holy shit!
I wouldn't hold me to that, but I'm pretty sure because this weekend is.
No, it's not next weekend. It's
well,
it's
2 weeks away.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
So when they said they'll be here,
yeah,
Dana's just drinking Prime at presses, and they're coming to Australia right at the time UFC 283 is.
Yeah, that seems pretty convenient.
I've got like a little Griff suspicion, you'd call it, I guess, that we're going to see a collab, a UFC Prime collab.
During their ending their thing with Monster.
Maybe. I don't know about that, but I reckon that we're going to see a Prime collab. Well, like for him to be sitting there drinking Prime instead of a Monster, or like just having a Monster near him and drinking a water, so fucking weird.
Yeah, that is weird. Exactly like you said, like he wouldn't be drinking it unless he was associated with it, especially at a press conference.
Yeah. Well, like, yeah, planning to do something soon type thing. I reckon there'll be an announcement in Australia that they're working there now.
Okay.
And then, second Griff suspicion, we might see both of them fight MMA. Just again, like what CM Punk did, just against a bum. So keep posted. And if I'm right, everyone owes me $20.
Everyone.
Yeah.
I don't want to see that. I don't care.
I think it's going to happen. I think that's like the whole point behind it all. Because like think of the money that's going to bring in, man. Either of them fighting MMA.
Yeah.
Just on
but they're just doing it because Jake's doing it.
Yeah. It's working for Jake.
Yeah.
Jake. Fuck yeah, man. Keep doing what you're doing.
We're going to have some news on that on Monday.
Ooh. I mean, I'm pretty stoked with shit if you wanted to roll into something. I know you've got some shit jotted on down.
I mean, just to end on, 2 points to end on that. If you bitches are coming to Australia, then, especially...
you think the onslaught's been bad the last couple of days?
They're coming to Perth and they're coming to Sydney. What are you coming to Sydney for? Unless you're coming to hire out a gym, put some fucking gloves on, and put your fucking goddamn money where your mouths are. Let's have a go, boys.
I'll take it.
To close it as well, I don't know. It just it's a real, obviously it's a really fucking tag along thing for them to do if they're going to do it, because Jake's doing it of his own accord with a different company. So what? They're just going to turn around to I don't know what to equate it to, but it's just a real oh, well, you're doing that. We'll go over here to the UFC and that kind of shit. It'll be really interesting. Obviously, the whole Prime thing, that's most likely going to happen, but it'll be really interesting to see how long that's been in effect.
Yeah,
maybe this was talked about before it.
This is all up in the air. It's all just speculation.
Yeah,
by me essentially.
No, but it makes a whole lot of sense.
It brings me to the point. Are them two the worst brothers ever? Me and you have a closer bond than they do.
Yeah.
Are they the worst brothers, man? Me and my brother aren't super tight by any means. But, you go fuck my brother, you're going to die.
Yeah.
So it's just, I don't understand the concept of, he's just best mates with this dude that's just shit talking the absolute piss out of Jake. Is it all just, are they all just homies in reality?
Dude, his business partner is actively... His business partner's career path is actively working to punch his brother in the face.
Dude, it's so strange. If you have any beef with my brother, we ain't fucking homies.
Yeah. And it's legit. It's not even KSI has said it on numerous podcasts, and I'm sure Jake Paul has as well. It's not a fucking, we're just saying this for the sake of numbers and shit like that. They genuinely don't like each other.
There was some Twitter call recently. They were both in. You can tell they fucking hate each other.
Yeah.
Man. They were talking over top of each other. No, fucking just shit. That's not a put on hatred. That's a genuine, they don't like each other. They don't like hearing the other talk.
Well, to be honest, has Jake been around much like, has Jake been around Logan much?
He's been on a few of his
Since that?
podcasts, but I feel like Jake's just like
He's very
training.
antagonistic towards him in anything that I see. He's
Logan.
very, yeah, like Jake is very, like, but I feel like that comes from a whole, like, you know, his older brother working with people that are actively talking shit about him.
Oh, dude, I'd be like, fuck you. I'd write the cunt off.
Yeah.
But then, like, if anything was to come out, like, I don't know, but Jake's also a shit brother towards Logan. Like, you seen when...
I've seen some of the shit that they did to each other back in the day.
Well, not even that. When Logan got the Mayweather fight, the biggest moment of his life, man. And Jake went and got himself, like, done the hat thing, which is fucking hilarious. But,
yeah.
like, got himself kicked out of the venue, wasn't allowed to go to the fight. And Logan was like, fuck, man, like, kind of need you there type thing. And he's like, yeah, but fucking, like, Mayweather. And he's like, yeah, but what about me, man? And you can see Jake just, like, doesn't even care. He's like, yeah. So I don't think they really just, like, have, like, that brother bond, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you don't even need to be brothers to have, like, a brotherly bond.
No, not at all.
You just need to fucking have loyalty and, like, respect for each other.
Mm.
Which, yeah, I just don't think.
Which is something they might learn later in life, but
I don't know.
just
I don't know. They don't seem like they don't seem like the type of two that will. Like, Logan's whole path is to be a, like, he's got, like, in this back and forth, fuck up, oh, I'm sorry, we're rebuild himself, fuck up, oh, I'm sorry, rebuild himself. It's just like a fucking cycle.
Yeah, I seen him on
Like, what's Jake done to really fuck up?
I seen him on Sean O'Malley's podcast with glasses on.
Yeah, he's a fucking
Speaking of which,
druggo.
I don't know. It's probably like more Eggplant shit, but I like it's also like other world shit because like he does get involved with a bunch of people. I'm starting to not like him, man.
Who?
Sean O'Malley.
He
He's got
puts
some
on, like,
stupid fucking yeah, but like that's the thing. You don't need to. You're funny and like you're a good fighter. You're a likable dude.
he also surrounds himself with
Don't support your
terrible
boss
people.
when he fucking hits his wife, and then don't
Yeah.
have Logan Paul on a podcast when he's in the middle of a fucking potentially scamming people out of millions of fucking dollars being investigated for
I respect that. I respect that mainly because they're mates. Like, they've both come out in the past, like, no, we're homies. There's been videos of them doing shit non-content related. Like, they're actual mates. It'd be like you and me doing this at some point going separate ways because we're like, have different ideas at the time. And then you just saying some scandalous shit. And then me just being like writing you off type thing.
Yeah.
That's my concept behind that. I think that just shows that he's a loyal mate.
Yeah, but just a lot of
I don't
just,
agree with the Dana thing.
some of his stuff doesn't seem genuine to me.
No, he puts on a mad show, but he also surrounds himself with horrible fucking people.
Yeah,
He's friends with that Tekashi 6ix9ine dude.
yeah,
Don't be friends with a rat. Like,
yeah,
Oh,
exactly. Like
that's-
what? It's not. It's not cool.
he's an untrustworthy person. And, like,
Exactly.
being like associated with that just makes you
Untrustworthy by
Untrustworthy.
association.
yeah. Got it, man. Anyone that was just hanging out with that dude straight away would be a sus.
Yeah.
Like, because he's just got bad morals.
Yeah, like I said, like he has all of these good things going for him, but yeah, he just does a couple of things sometimes, especially lately, where I'm like, why?
feel
I
like-
understand the whole like,
I got a theory on it. He's young, man. He's young. He was 20 when he came into fighting.
okay, yeah,
He doesn't have like an older coach around him. He's got Tim Welch. He's
Yeah.
about his age and doesn't have like authority over him. I feel like he needs like someone in his corner with like a bit of authority over him, someone that he will listen to and like take advice from, because him and Tim are like, that's his coach, but it's also his like closest homie.
yeah.
So there's only so much like you can't fuck up a friend.
Who's that dude on the podcast with him? Is that his coach?
He does one with
Is it an
the orange haired dude. That's
Yeah.
Tim Welch. That's his coach.
Okay, that's his coach.
He's a jiu-jitsu, like he's real good at
Yeah.
jiu-jitsu. But he's just a smart dude as well, like well spoken, good dude.
Yeah.
Good dude to have in your corner. Like he's a ride and die till the end.
Yeah, 100%.
But like you also just need someone with like, someone that's a bit strict in your corner. I feel.
yeah,
I just don't feel like he has that. Like he's got like Tekashi 6ix9ine, Logan Paul, Jake Paul. He's just got like young people around him, and he's like impressionable. You know what I mean?
yeah. And the point that I was gonna make is like, yeah, it's like it's all right to still like stick up for your mates kind of thing, but
Yeah.
to like,
promote it.
got to try and equate it to something like that Liver King dude.
Yeah.
No, he got like obviously like found out for doing like bunch of, like $4,000 worth of TRT a month or some shit like that, or
just
human growth
ridiculous.
hormone.
And saying
Yeah.
like, no, I'm natural.
So like Schultz had him on like a couple of days after, but he wasn't particularly like stealing
gave
money
it
from
to him.
people. Yeah, he was selling supplements to people and saying you can, more to the fact he was just lying to people. He was saying you can fucking look like me if you just eat liver and fucking do this and go outside in the sun and work out like a maniac. He was just flat out lying to people, which is wrong, right? But it doesn't, in my opinion, that's not a reason to completely like deplatform him. For someone who has the kind of following that he does in Logan Paul to be involved in all of this shit where he's potentially just put out this fucking crypto scam and just stolen money from a bunch of people and is just lying about a bunch of shit to save his own ass. He doesn't answer questions about it.
He came out recently with like a Twitter post.
Yeah.
And it was just like a 2-minute video of him talking about the game still.
Yeah.
But like he's in like some court battle with that
Copyzilla.
Yeah. Which is interesting to see where that goes.
Well, I need to like look into that fully and figure it out more.
Logan Paul seems like a fucking pussy, bro.
A wanker.
Anyone that shit talks to him, you're like, I'm suing him. He sued like fucking 3 people in the last couple of years. Well, like not even if he's gone through with it or not, but he's been like, oh, I'm just gonna sue him. Man up.
Yeah, literally.
I want to see the day where you're like, oh yeah, me and my brother are in a fight, and he beats the fucking piss out of you, eh? Sometimes you need it. Sometimes it's from your little brother. Fuck me dead. I can't wait to see that shit.
Nah.
Because I reckon if it gets to the point, Jake will give it to him.
Nah, my dream scenario, right, is AJ just gets splattered by Dillian White in July, retires, and Logan Paul gets it in his head like, oh, well, he's chinny so I can beat him. Yeah. And Joshua just puts a fucking exit wound through his chest.
I'm down on that as well. I'm down on both. Take both beatings.
Because that's the thing, like Joshua might not be a top flight boxer, but he will put Logan Paul in a fucking casket.
He's not going to play with him like Floyd did. Floyd played with him. You can watch that fight and be like, oh, he didn't give a fuck about this fight.
Joshua will rip his fucking heart out of his chest and eat it in front of his family.
And Logan could be like, oh, he's chinny. You couldn't even knock out a fucking... How big's Floyd? 5'8"?
Yeah, 5'8".
Shut the fuck up. Who are you knocking out? Look at KSI's forehead, bro. How many fucking punches did Logan Paul land in their fights? He lost both on points.
Yeah.
What, you couldn't find the target?
Yeah. It's right there. Like a weather balloon.
And then you're like, oh, to fight Floyd. Deji had a fucking better chance than you did against Floyd, and we all fucking know it.
Yeah, 100%.
Fucking... I'm interested to see where this whole CoffeeZilla thing goes, because he seems like he's fucking... I've watched a few of his videos. I couldn't sit and watch him forever. Like, I wouldn't be like, I'm a fan of this dude.
Yeah.
I just watched a few that had, like, titles that I could get into. It's like, he seems like a pretty fucking legit dude. That's just, like, looks into shit and, like, no, this is why it's fucked. Like, there's, like, videos he's done on, like, Tate and, like, the Hustlers University or whatever that's called. I think that got taken down when he went to jail. Which is so weird. They can just, like, oh, he's in jail on suspicions. I'm going to take his houses, cars, and websites down.
It just keeps popping up in different iterations.
Yeah, well, people have, like, screen capped the whole thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, then, that's what I mean. Like, I don't want to get back into the whole thing again.
No.
But, like, this...
Now, how long have we been going for?
44 minutes.
Well,
there's going to be some things that happen this year that are going to be real fucking interesting for all of us to fucking pay attention to. And I feel like we need to all fucking pay attention to it.
Why don't we just roll into some lighter topics for the end here then? Finish us off.
Well, I haven't even hit my WWE topic yet, Ned.
I'll hit you with a bit of a fucking...
I haven't even a WWE moment.
We fucking haven't.
Short and sweet. Did Undertaker come back? Yeah. What do you fucking mean? They buried him alive. He was coming back as a dead man.
Oh, yeah.
Kane just like running around doing promos. This has already made it hilarious, the best. Kane running around doing fucking promos like, oh, fucking, I killed the Undertaker. Like, that's your brother for one. We're just on the topic of shit brothers.
Yeah.
Be a better brother. Even though you're not real brothers.
I still reckon the Undertaker and Kane have a closer bond than Jake 100%. And Logan Paul.
Like, he might have buried him alive, but he knew he was coming back.
Yeah.
So it's fine. He's just doing all these crazy promos about how he killed the Undertaker. And next thing, he's in the Royal Rumble. There's only fucking one pay-per-view between the Royal Rumble and WrestleMania, Ned. And we know Undertaker's never lost at WrestleMania. So, it might be a good place for him to make a return.
It could be.
Might fucking. Who knows? We all know because we all fucking know it's the best moment ever. Undertaker fucking Kane's in the Royal Rumble just dominating. Boom. Next entry hits. Lights go out. And all you get is just a dong over the crowd, Ned. People... I don't even think they did that. They just had lights out, one dong, lights back on type thing.
Oh, and then he
No
was
entrant
there.
came out. No entrant came out. Nothing. That was it. Kane goes on to like, Kane loses his fucking mind because he's like, I killed the Undertaker. He's dead. I buried him.
Yeah.
So in Kane's mind, he's like, this motherfucker's dead. Just everything bad happens for Kane in the next coming fucking weeks. I can't remember exactly what happened at No Way Out, but I think Kane had a match. Something happened, like gong, and then they play like the pallbearers come out. Not Paul, yeah, the pallbearers come out type of thing. Not actual pallbearer.
Yeah.
We get to WrestleMania and it's booked in, Ned. We've got a match. Kane versus mystery opponent. Who could it be?
Who could it be?
Who the fuck? Honestly, who? Fucking
I don't know
an
the
hour
answer to
flew
that
out and he
question.
fucking got chokeslammed by an hour. Night's over. Nah. Gong hits. Lights go out. The pallbearers walk down, or whatever they fucking called. I don't know what they're called. But they walk down. Next thing, there's pallbearer.
The man himself
Little fat.
in all his glory.
Little fat nugget himself.
With his terrible. Did he have a Hitler mustache?
No, I feel like he was clean shaven with just like terrible makeup.
Nah, he had a mustache. 100%.
I think he did.
You're thinking of Heyman.
Nah. I don't think Paul Bearer did. He fucking had. Nah. I'm gonna go with no.
I'll bet you a
But
liver.
what-
I bet you a liver shot.
Yeah, right.
That'll be interesting next week.
It's a good deal. Are we talking? We're talking WrestleMania 20 when Undertaker came back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take that bet.
Okay. We'll have some footage of that one for next week.
Oh,
And anybody who's sitting here like watching the like, because that's funny as well. Anybody who knows the answer kind of shit is just like, oh god, I know who's getting punched.
yeah, I'm nearly positive that he didn't have a mustache when he come back though. I'm positive he might have in the early days,
I'm gonna be so depressed.
but yeah, we'll.
But I'm 90% sure that I've seen this clip that you're talking about in the last couple of weeks. No, we'll save it till after the podcast.
yeah.
This will be a little sizzle for next week.
But that's a good one. That's a good one. Undertaker walks out, Ned, and he looks legitimately like refreshed, younger, like fitter. He looked like skinnier than when he left. He looked fucking better, man. We're gonna look at the footage after the podcast. We're gonna watch the Undertaker's entrance. So
Yeah.
you'll just see like, I'll show you his entrance to the Vince match,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll show you the fucking entrance to this match, and you'll be like, holy fuck, he needed that breast.
Yeah.
I said breast instead of rest for a reason. But yeah, he comes
Needed
out.
the
They put
rest to
on.
get that breast.
They put on like the best match they could. They weren't the most talented wrestlers, but they were the backbone of the business.
Yeah.
They put on a decent match.
Well, they were big guys, so it was hard for them to move like everybody else.
Yeah. Yeah. That's my back-to-back moments. We'll get into a Ned moment next week, and then
Oh yeah, I got a good one. I gotta make I've actually got to go through it and make a list of how it happened.
yeah,
But fuck
perfect.
yeah, it was dude, it's just one of the dopest moments of all time.
And then the following week will be a Froome moment. So I know Froome's a big fan of it too, which is just that much better because like it's hard not to look back at old moments and then
Yeah.
just get nostalgic. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
it's the best.
Yeah. Hit us with what's next, Ned.
Well, it's me and Froome's dad were talking the other day.
Mhm.
I can't even remember how we got on the subject.
Dave, the great man, full of wisdom.
Shout out. We
The
were
best.
we were talking about Oscar Pistorious,
Mhm.
the Blade Runner. You know that guy?
No.
Dude that had like the blades on his legs and ran in the Olympics and shot his girlfriend through the fucking bathroom door and that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
OJ Simpson.
Huh?
Didn't he do that? No, he choked a bitch with a glove or something. No.
No, he stabbed somebody allegedly.
Oh,
Anyway,
you want to hit us with that again?
so
Allegedly.
So I don't even know how the fuck we got to the subject, but I made the point of we were sort of talking about like, how do you reckon they fuck? Because like he's got no legs from
where?
the knee down.
Nah, he can fuck still.
But do you reckon he puts the blades on when he's on top and uses it for leverage to bounce?
Maybe. I don't know.
Like a springboard?
I feel like he could do some damage in some ways. Like, imagine he's just on his stumps. He's been on them for years, man. His little stumps have fucking got a little power behind. Them little bad boys have got power behind them, Ned. Like, he's not going to struggle to be on him for a long
got a
period of
low-
time either.
It's got a low base of gravity.
That's what I mean.
Provides more torque.
Bro, he's going to, like, lift her up onto a pillow. He's just going to be at the perfect, like, pole driver height. I'm telling you. He's going to be able to fucking drill away for days. I don't know much about the man. Don't know anything about the man, to be honest, but I know that. I know that.
Well, he's in a South African prison now.
All right, well, he's probably getting fucked.
Yeah.
I don't see him being a fucking man. Maybe.
Oh, fucking hell. But, you know, speaking of, you know, bedroom antics or like, you know, that side of life anyway, as you know, I'm single again. So, obviously, ventured back into the world of fucking online dating. God, it's fucking terrible. Nettie's top Tinder tip, people. Don't. Just don't. It's a fucking terrible experience.
I go on there occasionally and just promote the podcast. I just scroll the same way the whole way, and then whatever matches I get, I'm just like Eggplant Tornado on YouTube. Like, follow, share, subscribe.
I've definitely done that with a bunch of people that are uninteresting to speak to.
Everyone's uninteresting to speak to.
Well, it's not even it's not even that fact. It's the fact that 90% of women on there are just like promoting their Instagram.
Yeah, but it's also like our area.
And then
as
the
well.
other 8% of them are sex workers.
If we worked, yeah. Which, I mean, get that bread. You do you. But if we lived in like better areas, like if we lived in like near Bondi, bro,
yeah,
whole different fucking subject. That's why you hear all these people like, fucking Tinder's the best. And then you're like, you go on out Tinder and you'll fucking talk to fucking cows and horses more than you do fucking females.
Well, it's just not even that. It's the fact that there's just no genuine fucking connection with anyone.
Yeah, because they fucking don't have brains, bro.
Yeah.
With like their own thoughts.
Like, I've spoken to one person that can actually like hold a conversation and is enjoyable to talk to. Lives 170 kilometers away. It was just like, what the fuck, man?
You're swiping too far, homie. You gotta fucking swipe closer to home.
Well, as we spoke about, there's nothing
Don't do
closer
that.
to home.
Fucking putrid. That's what's fucking closer here.
Yeah.
We're gonna make this area a better area. That's our whole fucking mission behind this shit.
100%.
We're fucking...
Fix it.
It's gotta be fixed. I don't care if I've got to fucking purge everyone out of it to fix it. I don't fucking...
Someone's got to do it.
I mean, someone has to.
But it's just this fucking, like, I don't know. It's just a fucking terrible place, man. It's an absolutely fucking
there's nothing to
terrible
do.
place.
Like, it's not even a bad place. Like, the place is fine. There's just nothing to fucking do
Oh, no,
outside
I was talking about, like, online dating and
Oh.
stuff.
Well, I don't even
terrible.
bother with it anymore. To be fair, it's just not worth the waste of that section of time. Like, there's just like a period of time where you're fucking flicking through. By the time you flick through, you waste a fucking 10 minutes. So.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you have the most fucking mind-numbing conversation with people who you know you're just not going to get along with in person.
And that's exactly it as well. It's like, even if I have a genuine connection with somebody, it's like, I can't tell if this is genuine because it's just words. I can't tell how you actually speak, kind of thing.
Yeah, it's just like it's hard to like kind of translate over a message. Though.
It is.
Because you don't get a tone, you don't kind of get someone's energy. Like it's hard to kind of pick up on shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm definitely more about like, say if I had to talk to someone, I'd much rather like not do it over, like if it was like an important conversation, not do it over a fucking message.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to get to know someone. How the fuck do you get to know someone over a message?
Dude, which is why it's actually like, it sounds stupid to say, but like, my Tinder bio is probably one of the best of all fucking time in the sense that you can scroll to the bottom of it and go watch me talk for hours.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you get a pretty good fucking idea.
Exactly. Like, you can get an entire gauge of my personality from it. It's not just 3 pictures and I like this.
Yeah.
It's like literally like, that's who I am.
Yeah. We said like, there's no real hiding. Like, we put on.
Yeah,
We don't really put anything on. We exaggerate things the tiniest little amount.
Yeah, 100%. Like, we make our jokes kind of shit.
Like, I'm not happy some dude died. I'm not happy anyone died, but to me, it's fucking. I like making light of a shitty situation.
I can't remember what happened. Who died?
These people have died, I guess.
Yeah, a whole lot of them.
Like this year's, we've had a few deaths as
Yeah,
is.
we
We're like
have,
not even
actually.
a month in.
Actually, yeah, fucking.
Kobe died though. That's who died.
No, like a dude that I went to school with him, but was in Meg's year at school. Like, recently killed himself. Like
Yeah.
a week or two ago or some shit like that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to make a joke about that, obviously.
No, but I'm just like you just said, like it's a, I don't know why it always happens at the start. Do you, all right,
just
that's
like
stupid to say because it
lately
doesn't
it's
always
been
just
sort
happen
of-
at the start of the year. People die all the time. Is it just more noticeable at the start of the year?
I don't know.
Do you think
Because
everyone's more perceptive at the start of the year because they've had more like,
They've had rest time
they've had
over the
rest
period.
time to themselves? I know that when I'm like well rested and like alert, well, obviously, you know, you're more perceptive when you're alert, but yeah, when I'm more well rested and just generally happier, I am more perceptive of things.
Yeah.
When I'm angry, I'm clouded.
Yeah, for sure. Even if you're like upset,
Mhm.
clouded, like, yeah, that's, I don't know, you can't always have a clear mind, I guess.
Yeah.
But,
Which is why I'm like, I'm fucking, when I go to, like, I'm going to Melbourne next week to see Segura.
Mm.
And then when I get back from there, I'm going straight upstairs, my first day of work, and putting from the 25th of not January, the 25th of December until like the 10th of January off or something like that. And just having
Yeah, just have a
fucking,
bit of time
like,
to
just
yourself.
setting in fucking 2 weeks at the end of the year and saying, I'm not fucking going to work.
yeah, because you haven't done that in fucking years.
Years.
It's needed. You need to fucking have
I was
time
at,
to
I
recharge.
was at dinner with my uncle the other night, and like, it's one thing that's like, you know, like good that I got from my parents and like my dad, which is also like, you know, bred in his family because it's my dad's brother that we were at dinner with.
Mm.
And I said to him, like, yeah, I worked out the other day, I probably only had like 2.5 months off and about 10 to 12 years of work. And
Yeah,
it's just like,
easy.
that's fucked.
Yeah,
It's
it's
like,
not
you
good for you.
shouldn't be doing that.
No, it just burns you out.
No, 100%.
And it's like, yeah, you're not like you're just working like 4 days.
Mhm.
Like, you're working like 6 days a week.
And yeah, obviously without getting into fucking too much, because like I said before the podcast, I'm trying to take a whole mentality of just not dwelling on shit that doesn't need to be dwelt on or doesn't breed any like goodwill from dwelling on it, kind of thing.
Me and you both, maybe.
But
Negative, yeah, just like not letting the negative energy exist.
yeah, but my point was just like now that I don't have that situation hanging over me, I do have the freedom to be able to do that.
Yeah.
I actually
Freedom's
have the
important.
freedom to just fucking like just take little bits of time off this. That's another thing that I'm going to try and do this year as well. Like just take little bits of time off to go and do things that I want to do that I wouldn't be able to do before. Like a band's playing on a night shift. On a night shift night, so I'm just going to actually try and take that night off now as opposed to being
Yeah.
like, oh, I have to go to work. I don't have to go to work.
No, you've given that place enough.
Yeah.
And like now you don't have that. Just fucking, you can cut that. It's like an hour. It'd be funny just to cut and restart the episode.
Did you pause it?
No.
I'm so fucking confused. Finish your thought.
Yeah, like freedom's fucking huge.
Hmm.
And like, yeah, you've fucking fallen back into it well, you know what I mean?
Make more work for me, you can't. Zero context. Fuck you. But no, 100%. Like, it's and I'm still not completely free yet. And probably
No.
like the end of February or something like that until I'm really like out of it. But once that's done, I think I will be able to like completely finish like just thinking about it, worrying about it, anything, just any
Get it out of your
intrusive
life.
thoughts about it or anything like that.
Peace.
Which they become like less and less, but you still fucking have them just because of the way that our minds work.
Yeah, I mean, they're always going to fucking exist there.
Yeah, exactly. And it's more of a, it's like, well, for one, I've started like trying to like offset it with, like, it's fucking hard to talk about it without talking about the exact situation kind of thing. But like whenever I have those stupid intrusive thoughts, I've been trying to offset it with, you know, like the things that I've been telling myself of like, no, this was a bad situation for you because of X, X, and X.
Mm.
And these things outweigh like this stupid feeling that you have. But
Yeah.
the stupid feeling I've started to realize is just more of like it's a possession thing as opposed to, it's not love.
In what way?
It's and it's especially a thing that males have kind of thing. It's just like you get intrusive thoughts about like somebody else being with that person. because it's like they were part of your life for so long. So it's like
Yeah.
that's mine. Like
You-
there's just still something that's sort of like it's a reflex in your head. But
Yeah, it
what
makes
I
sense.
thought at the start was like, I was like, oh, it's just because I'm still feeling this way. I started to realize that no, it's not. I don't feel this way. I've completely fallen out of that feeling. It's just because I feel like this is mine, which it's not.
Well, no, yeah, but you're like also you're in the relationship for like 7 years.
Yeah.
So like, you're still like getting your mind out of them thoughts. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's like gonna like our brains just react.
Mhm.
We can't fucking help the way they react.
Well, that's what I've started trying to do. Instead of just spiraling into thoughts, I've started trying to just analyze, okay, how did I get there? What triggered that?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, was it something that I saw here? Was it like a thought that I had before it? Was it something that I watched? Was it something that I listened to? Was it just a random thought that came up? Like, and then in itself, that completely negates that fucking spiral that you have with those intrusive thoughts.
Yeah.
Because it's a thing that I was talking about to you a couple of months ago of just, it feels, like it's hard for some people to do and it feels like a stupid thing to say, but just taking emotion out of situations and looking at it from a logical perspective, literally just stepping out of body for a second and just like looking at yourself. It's hard to do.
I can't do it.
No, I'm not talking about it. It'd be amazing.
I know what you're talking
You've
about,
done it. No, you've done it. You haven't.
Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah, on DMT, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, we should do an episode. We should do an episode about that sometime.
Hallucinogenics. That'd be a fun one.
We should do an episode on mushrooms. But anyway, my point was, what was my point? What the fuck was I saying?
Like being logical.
Yes. So
Within
like
yourself.
just removing emotion from the situation and looking at it logically, like not only like just breeds good thought processes, but yeah, it stops you from having those stupid intrusive thoughts and spiraling with them and then just making them worse and worse, because that's generally how my mind works, and I know it works the same for a lot of other people.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's just like a male thing. It's like as you said, like a possession thing.
And I seen something the other day that like a lot of people say sort of rings true as well. Like it sort of works out that like say you're in a relationship for 7 years, like I was, you kind of need that equivalent of months to be able to sort of remove that from your system.
Yeah.
So I'm probably about halfway, which I feel like
I'd say you're further than halfway.
No,
As like someone that knows you well and knows how you cope with things and the way you do shit, you're further than halfway with these.
Thanks, buddy. I mean, I'm technically halfway. Like in a time
I mean,
frame.
she's pretty fast, so yeah. What? What's she gonna do? Fight me? I can get it.
We'll talk about why that's funny in a couple of minutes, but before we do that off air, if you're still sitting here watching, why don't you fucking get along and subscribe? YouTube.
I feel like YouTube is like my favorite thing that we put on. Like
Because you see
obviously,
our
like,
faces.
yeah, it's good for like the shorts and shit.
Dude,
Like,
there's numerous times where you'll say something and I'm just like,
oh, yeah. It's like my favorite reaction. It's the best.
you need that for a fed, because if you're listening on audio, like, oh fuck, did something go wrong?
Yeah, like especially if you don't find me as funny as Ned does, because like I don't know, I've got a pretty fucking unique sense of humor, and Ned just appreciates it more
it's
than other
unique.
people do, I guess. It is. But you can find us Apple, Spotify, YouTube, fucking Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, fucking Facebook. We're fucking Instagram. We're everywhere. We're everywhere that you can fucking
Tornado
search.
podcast.
Get behind us. It means the world to us.
Get among
Get
us.
behind.
Get around us.
Our last
in
episode
front
with
of us?
Frankie.
On
Frankie
top?
don't get in front of us. You don't want to be in front of us.
No, you probably don't. Not a good place to be. Especially this year. You've come back. 2 episodes in a row, you haven't got me.
Well, you know, sometimes, Ned, there's this bigger fucking fish to fry. I don't eat fish, so I'm not frying any. There's no fucking fish in this pan, homie, I'm telling you. If you want to find the fish, you can, on all the socials, just get behind it. Give us a share.
fishing.
Give the boys a fucking share.
Like, subscribe, follow, do whatever the fuck you want.
Subscribe, be fucking.
Back on Sunday and Monday.
Back on Monday with the Froome.
Mm-hmm.
Back on Sunday, maybe with
With
the
an
Froome.
extra special guest.
Maybe the Froome? Is he back
Should
Sunday?
be the room. Yeah.
I hope so. That'd be fucking dope.
Just could get him a day early.
Yeah, we'll just don't worry about Monday. The Froome back Sunday
Hey.
with our special guest. I'm super excited for that one.
It's gonna be a good one.
I'll get some questions, like hypotheticals together.
Yeah, we'll do a couple of those, and then we'll just do a bit of a life and times kind of thing.
Yeah, I feel like it's like pretty easy, like free flowing with this guest. So, tradies and gentlemen, we will see you in like 2 days.
Yeah. Bye bye now.